notes over here.
Hey, it is Greg, Kentucky's Heartland, and that over there is Bart Lovins. He's a troublemaker. We know that. And right here is Jared. Jared Baird is with us. He is our PAC Kid Spotlight. He's all grown up now, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you were a PAC Kid in 2016.
Yeah, I think so. It was my 8th grade year.
You don't remember that? It wasn't like the highlight of your middle school life? You're like, I think so.
No, obviously I remember the experience, but like all the years past before high school just all blend together to me.
Okay.
Ripe old age.
I can
At
see,
my ripe old age of 18.
Because you're a senior now.
Right.
All right. You got senioritis yet?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, you're a PAC 8 as well, so you're around Bart all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm sure Bart and Aaron and those guys are not helping it at all.
Right.
All right. So, well, again, congratulations on
Thank
being the
you.
first flashback PAC Kid Spotlight.
Yeah, it's an honor.
This
go.
is actually his second limousine ride ever.
Ever.
The first
So-
one being 4 years ago.
Yeah.
When he did PAC Kid the first
Imagine
time.
if they had somebody that could actually drive besides Nolte. No, I'm just teasing Nolte. I'm just giving you fun. So, it's been a few years since then.
Mm-hmm.
So update people on what you have had a chance to see at the PAC, because you're one of those PAC kids, literally. You've spent a lot of time there.
Yeah, so in middle school, I was doing like a lot of the performing. I hardly really saw anything. But recently, I just saw Young Frankenstein. I saw the Nutcracker, which they just put on. And before then, I was watching like a lot of band concerts and, just little stuff they put on there. When I was in drama in high school, or like my earlier years of high school, we put on like little performances and stuff. And I've been in those, but it wasn't as like high production as like what I've done before.
Okay. So what has been your favorite thing that you had a chance to see at the PAC?
Favorite thing I've seen? Probably Young Frankenstein. I thought that came together really well.
Yeah.
Also, I helped like put it together, so it was like cool to see like, something I contributed to like actually come full circle. So that was really awesome.
Okay. So what did you do in Young Frankenstein?
Stones. A lot of
The
stones.
stonework, I did a lot of the stonework. I think I also like painted the stage. So I did that, like, where everyone was walking, they walked where I painted.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you paint over like markers? You get to there, nobody knew where to go.
They knew where to go.
Okay. Because Young Frankenstein has been one of my favorite productions at the PAC. Because it was really, really good. And I'm one of those guys that get distracted real easy. There's a lot of distractions in Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So what have you participated in at the PAC?
I did Missoula's Children's Theater all throughout middle school. So 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they would put on 2 shows every year, and I did every single one. And then after that, I kind of took a little bit of a break from performing. I kind of went to find my own interests and hobbies. I've been, getting more invested in like photography and videography and like video editing, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I've been up to. And then it wasn't until my senior year I came back to the PAC, and now I'm working as a PAC aide. So it's been a different game, because at first, I was performing on stage, but now I'm doing, more stuff backstage. So it's different, but it's a good different.
Okay, what has been your favorite production to be a part of? Because, if you're on stage, you're backstage, you're doing tech stuff, what one is your favorite production, and 2, what is your favorite job to do?
My favorite production was probably Hansel and Gretel. That was really cool. Because I got to play Hansel, and then someone I was really close with got to be Gretel, so it was really fun, like doing that collaboratively. And then what was the other question? My favorite job, you said?
Your favorite job there at the PAC?
My favorite job, probably.
Laughing at Double A's jokes.
Yeah, that's
a
chore.
tough job.
Yeah. Got to make sure he feels
because
good
one, you
about
got to
them.
figure out what the joke is, and then
Yep.
2, you got to figure out if it's appropriate, and 3, you've got to decide if I should laugh or not.
Right. No. One of my go-to things is just painting stuff black. I'm just always painting stuff black, so that probably has to be my favorite.
Okay.
A lot of stuff needs to be painted
Well,
black,
I mean,
and I'm
you don't have
willing
to
do
really
it.
worry about color.
Yeah.
Just as long as you don't see any color, it's good to go.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So what have you learned from your experiences there? And this is an important question for people watching, because you have done a lot of stuff there. So what have you learned from your experiences?
I'm the type of person that wants to do everything myself. I like to be in control, but when it comes to stuff like this, you really can't. You have to work with other people. You have to learn how to communicate, and that's strengthened my social skills. And it's also taught me just like how other people think, how other people see things. It's taught me more about myself. So I think that's the biggest thing I've learned, is just how to work with other people, because you're going to be doing that your whole life. So the earlier you can start on that, then probably the better.
Do you still get nervous?
Oh, 100%.
How do you get through that?
I mean, when you act, I mean, you're a different person. You're a different character. So you just pretend to be something. You pretend to be something that you're not. But the more you do that, the more that actually you just become more yourself. It's really interesting. It's just a process. And that's been really neat.
Okay. Now, my cheat sheet here is the cheat sheet from when Jared was an 8th grader at Bluegrass Middle School. So let's go to the cheat sheet. What do you want to be when you grow up? I would love to be a movie actor.
Yeah.
Has that changed?
I don't think it's changed, but I think there's more being added onto it. Because, now that I'm a PAC 8, I'm seeing a lot of stuff happen behind stage. So it's got me thinking, I'm like, you know what? I could see myself. As much as I could be on stage, I could also see myself doing a lot off stage, whether that's technical or like actually like building stuff like the set, all of that. But also I think theater is really cool, but I would still like to get more into like movie or TV production, since I stopped acting, since like in middle school, I've kind of like tried to figure out like what else I'm interested in. I've taught myself a lot about like photography and video editing and all of that stuff. So I think I would like to do that when I grow up. Whatever it is, I mean, I can do whatever. I find a lot of that fascinating. But whatever I end up doing, I just want to be entertaining people because that's where I find fulfillment when I'm making other people happy. So
Yeah. Well, good. Well, I spent 22 years full-time radio. And now most of my day is video editing and video. So I get that. I mean, it is something new, and it is a challenge, and that's a cool thing. So how has the PAC helped you toward that goal? This is a loaded question. This is like, I put this on a tee for you to hit out of the park, because how has the PAC help you towards this goal of being what you want to be later on in life?
Well, the PAC has certainly taught me how to be a performer. It taught me how to actually entertain people and, keep them entertained. And while at the same time being a PAC 8, it's taught me how, to be technical, how to, how all of the electrical stuff works, how to actually create stuff like out of like wood, building the sets and painting black and all of that, So
his whole house is going to be black. Every room is going to be black. That's the only thing he can paint. There you go. So, and then this is the loaded question that we always throw in. I used to joke and say it's just such a loaded question, but it is my favorite question to ask of any question we ask the PAC Kid Spotlight, so don't screw it up, okay? Why is the PAC important to you?
The PAC is important to me because it's introduced me to people that I've never been closer with, and before I even like started getting into like theater and stuff like that, I was always an outcast. Like I would talk to people, but like they would never like really like connect with me or like understand like what I was saying, and I would never really like understand them. But it wasn't until like theater I'm like, wow, these are like people who love performing, love entertaining, and I'm like, these are my people. These are people I click with. These are people that I see myself getting along with and seeing myself working with in the future. So that's been really awesome, just finding like my clique of people that I can hold on to.
It's like a Mickey Mouse clubhouse.
Right.
I've said that numerous times. It is. I mean, I've got a kid there that please don't ever do that again. I got a kid that absolutely loves it. Any chance he can get to be there, it's one of those things. So if you had one role that you could play, any production, any TV show, any movie, it doesn't matter. I mean, because based on the 8th grade, Jared, you want to be a movie actor. What role would you play? Any. It could even be on stage, behind the camera, anything. How about that? I want to be The Rock in Jumanji.
Hard question.
Because he's so involved with creating his own material. I don't think of you as someone like a musical theater geek who wants to play the MC in cabaret. I mean, that's kind of not your thing. You're kind of about creating your own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I like creating like my own person through what I've been doing recently. But I mean, to answer your question, I always thought it'd be cool to be Jack from Titanic.
Yeah.
I thought that would be pretty neat.
I didn't expect that one. Okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
See? That didn't hurt that much.
Nah.
And look, neither one of us, okay, you've changed. I haven't changed since 2016. Look at this. Except for, we talked about this before we went on. I'm looking at my monitor over there. I shaved my head today. I probably should have put some kind of product on that darkened my head because, my gosh, that's a little light there, isn't it, Bart?
We should, because, we've got pictures of Jared from when he was a PAC Kid 4 years ago, and now your senior picture now. So you can look at it and go, Well, he might be a little older looking.
Yeah,
but
might.
If we could find pictures from 4 years ago, we definitely look older.
Yeah, they're there. They're all over the place. Facebook tells me all the time. I mean, that's that memories. I don't want to see all those memories. Isn't that good? So speaking of making memories, that was a horrible segue, but we're going with it. Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. This is, excuse me.
You're getting all choked up just talking about Sherlock.
It's Sherlock Holmes. This is the second in a series of stage adaptations that we're doing. In fact, this is an adaptation of the second novel, The Sign of Four. If you saw Studying Scarlet last year, this picks up where that left off. If you didn't get to see that, come on anyway. This would be a good, we'll have a little refresher course in the first couple of scenes and get you right up to speed.
So who had something to do with this adaptation?
Oh, with this, I wrote these.
Thank you. My gosh, do I have to pull that out of you?
And I was going to get around to
Okay. It was a real slow roundabout there, Bart.
Well, one of the reasons we're going to get around to it is because at Barnes & Noble, who's our partner for this event, we're having a book fair on Saturday the 18th. And so come and support the book fair at Barnes & Noble. Mention us at the cash register, and we get a percentage of the sales from the cafe or if you buy any books or anything. In addition, as part of the book fair, we're going to have a Sherlock Holmes sneak peek where actors will be there in costume doing some scenes from the play. And we'll have a book signing because I've been able to publish the first play, A Study in Scarlet. So that's my first published book. And so I'll be there signing and selling that. And not in addition to a percentage of the sales from Barnes & Noble going to the PAC, 50% of all profits from the play go back to the PAC as well. Awesome.
That's good stuff. Today's an important day. As we film this, it's a Tuesday. Every Tuesday is an important day because you can save $2. And so they can save $2.
Savings code.
Yep, and that savings code is Heartland. Just use the word Heartland, and it's on the screen right now. And so that should make it easy for you to know. And then they can do that any Tuesday to pick up tickets for the shows.
Any Tuesday, any month.
All right, so how's ticket sales going for Sherlock?
Good. We're ahead of schedule from last year's production, so I think we're going to have a really nice turnout for this.
Good.
It is strong enough turnout already that we're already planning on doing Hound of Baskervilles next year.
Oh, well, that's great. So is everything back in order after all the dance recitals and all the Christmas, the holiday shows for the bands?
We're still vacuuming that glitter and feathers, but that's just par for the course.
That's good stuff. Anything else you want to add?
No, just come out, and I know it's going to be cold this month, but we have a wonderful warm theater. Come be cozy with us at the PAC and come see Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's one of our treasures. It's the PAC. He's Bart Lovins. He is still the same size that he's been for years. Jared here, our flashback PAC Kid Spotlight, and there's no special seating there either. He is getting taller. He's growing up. Me, yeah, I'm just me. So anyway, this is our PAC Kid Spotlight for January 2020. Thank you so much for watching.